Hello everyone, let us solve the following. A hemisphere is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block such that the diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the side of the cube. Determine the total surface area of the remaining solid. Okay, what is given? There is a cubical wooden block out of which a hemisphere is cut out. Okay, and one more point is given that the diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the side of the cube. The hemisphere is cut in such a way that the diameter of the hemisphere should be equal to the side of the cube. Okay, after having that particular point in our mind, when we cut a hemisphere from a cubical wooden block, we need to determine the total surface area of the remaining solid. Okay, very easy, but let us have an idea of the figure. Okay, what happened actually? There is a cubical wooden block like this. Okay, from one face, a hemisphere has been cut out such that the diameter of the hemisphere should be equal to the it is equal to the side of the cube. Okay, side of the cube. In such a manner, if you observe, the diameter of that particular hemisphere is equal to the side of the cube. Okay, in that manner, if a hemisphere is cut out, okay, we need to find the total area of that particular solid that is given. If you observe from the top view, it will look like this. Okay, this is the diameter of the uh, hemisphere that we cut out. Okay, and it is obviously equal to the side of the cube. Okay, so it is clearly seen in this one, in this particular image, right? So we need to find out the total area of the remaining solid. Okay, right. Now what is given here? The diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the edge or the side of the cube. If you observe clearly, the hemisphere is cut out like this. Okay, so the side of the cube, let us assume the side of the cube or as the edge of the cube as L. So the diameter of the hemisphere will be equal to the side of the cube L. Okay, so here one point is clear that the base area of the hemisphere would not be included in the total solid area, because we are going to consider only this part. This base area will not be included. Only this particular area, total cube, will be included for calculating the area of that particular solid. How does that solid form? That solid is formed by cutting a hemisphere from a wooden cube. Okay, cube means sides, all sides are equal. Yes or no? So that cube, from that particular wooden cube, a hemisphere is cut out. So when the hemisphere is cut out, we don't include the base area. If you clearly observe that particular figure, we are going to calculate the area of this particular whole figure. Okay, not this base part. If you are able to understand that particular point, calculating the total area of that particular solid is very very easy. Okay, right? So we are considering the total area of this particular solid. We are not including that particular base area of the hemisphere. Okay, right? Yes. Now, so how can we write, how can we finalize the total surface area of the given solid? The surface area of the given solid is nothing but the area of the cube plus curved surface area of the hemisphere, this one, and minus base of the hemisphere, base area of the hemisphere. Total area of the cube plus curved surface area of the hemisphere minus the base area of the hemisphere. When we are able to calculate these three things, when we are able to do all these calculations, we are able to find out the total surface area of the given solid. How was the solid formed here? The solid was formed by cutting a hemisphere from a wooden block. We should remember that point. Okay, by cutting the hemisphere was cut out. Okay, so we are not including the base area of the hemisphere here. Okay, clear? Right now, so side of the cube is L. We have taken L. You can take A, you can take X, whatever it is. Okay, but we have considered it as L. Okay, so area of the cube, how will you get? Is 6 into side square. That will be the area of the cube. Okay, 6 into side square means 6L square. Okay, and diameter of the hemisphere is L, because the diameter of the hemisphere which is cut from the wooden block is equal to the side of the cube. It is given there. Okay, so the diameter of the hemisphere is equal to L. So the diameter is equal to the side of the cube. It is given in the problem itself. Okay, so radius is equal to diameter by 2, that we know pretty well. So the radius of the hemisphere becomes L by 2. Okay, right. Now, so the curved surface area of the hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Okay, so 2 pi into r square. R square is L by 2. We have taken L by 2 because the diameter of the hemisphere is the side of the cube. So here radius becomes side by 2. So here 2 pi r square. R square, r means here L by 2. So we have taken L by 2 as r. So 2 pi into L by 2 whole square. So 2 pi into L square by 4. So finally it becomes pi into L square by 2. Okay, because 2 gets cancelled here. Clear? So the curved surface area of the hemisphere is nothing but 2 pi r square. After substituting the r value as L by 2, we got pi into L square by 2. Okay. Now, base area of the hemisphere is pi r square. That we know. Pi r square will be the base area of the hemisphere. So, again we are substituting r value as L by 2. So, pi into L by 2 whole square. That means pi into L square by 4. This is the base area of the hemisphere. We are able to find the area of the cube as 6L square. Okay, and the curved surface area of hemisphere as pi L square by 2. Okay, and base area of the hemisphere as pi L square by 4. We are able to find all the three values. But what we have written, the total surface area of the given solid is nothing but area of the cube plus base curved surface area of the hemisphere minus base of the hemisphere, base area of the hemisphere. Okay, so we are substituting the calculated values here. So area of the cube is nothing but 6L square. Curved surface area of the hemisphere is nothing but pi into L square by 2 minus base area of the hemisphere is nothing but pi into L square by 4. So after simplification, how does it become? L square, we have taken L square as common. Okay, in all the terms we have L square. We have taken L square as common. So when we take L square as common, what did we get? 6 plus pi by 2 minus pi by 4. So pi by 2 minus pi by 4 means pi by 4. So I have shown that simplification also. Okay, finally what does it become? So L square into 6 plus pi by 4. Okay, so the surface area of the given solid is L square into 6 plus 5 pi by 4 square units. Okay, here if L will be given, then we can find out. If the side of the cube is given, it is easy for us to find out the surface area of the given solid. Here no particular value is given, only we have taken the problem as a generalized structure, taking the length of that but the side of the cube as L L units, sorry, L units. Okay, so we have calculated the surface area of the given solid. What is the given solid actually? When a hemisphere is cut out from a wooden cube, that particular solid surface area of that particular solid is L square into 6 plus pi by 4 square units. If meters is given, it's square meters. Centimeters given, square centimeters, like that. Here no particular value is given. We have calculated for a general value. That is nothing but L square into 6 plus pi by 4. Only one thing we should be clear, that when that particular hemisphere is cut, the diameter of that particular hemisphere is taken as the side of the cube. If you are able to keep that particular point in mind, just substituting the values in the given formulas, what did we get? Surface area of the given solid as L square into 6 plus pi by 4 square units. Okay, right? I think you have understood, right? Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe.